Yo, what up? You already can on W. It's Aaron Moses. Gang, Money Sunday, man. I do want to talk about money, man. So, what I want to say is, I'm a maintenance tech, okay? I fix people's things in an apartment complex when they break down, okay? One of the parts of my job is cleaning up the garage, the parking lot, the perimeter of the complex that I work at, right? And what I've noticed is that money does not necessarily represent having ethics, morals, and outstanding habits and characteristics. It actually doesn't. Because I see people do some disgusting things, and I work in a luxury apartment complex, so it's not the bricks, it's not some, and mind you, I live in LA, where all the most bougie, beautiful people who pay to think that they're beautiful, people who pay for educate, people who pay for a lot of things. But one thing that you cannot buy is morals. You cannot buy ethics. You can't buy good habits. That's not what's gonna happen. Okay. So at the end of the day, I see people do some strange things. People leave ramen noodles outside their car. People will put down bottles of water in Starbucks when they're going to walk to their house, or they're going to walk past a trash can, or they just walk past multiple trash cans. Now, I don't want you to mistake from what I'm saying, I don't want you to mistake this for complaining or anything like that, because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just giving you the information that money is not going to make you a better person. Because these people, when I walk past and I say, "Good morning, how are you doing? What's going on?" They don't even look up. 92% of people do, okay? The others, they don't. Because they view me as lesser, because they are viewing me how a lot of people view the police. Like, I'm paying your bills. I I I have the obligation to do what I want to do. I'm not obligated to speak to you. Like, bro, why do you want to live in a world where it's okay for you to exercise bad manners? You didn't pay to have bad manners. That already was in you. Just like I was gonna speak on the pod. The Fleece Johnson situation, jail didn't make him a homosexual. He was already like that. You can't put somebody in a situation and they just change their whole sexual preference. That's not how sexuality works necessarily. Something has to be introduced, a seed has to be planted. But you getting this money, what is that really gonna do for you? Is that gonna make you a bougie person? Is that gonna make you feel like you have the the, the right to treat people in a harmful way? Because that's already what people perceive people at the top to be. The 1%ers, the 5%ers, the 10%ers. They already think that you did something shady to get in that position. And the fact that you're acting like this, and you're exercising the options of a teenager or a little kid or a young person or an irresponsible person, it speaks a lot about your character or lack thereof. A lot of people who live in these, now I don't even want to say a lot, but there are people who live where I work that have worse habits on the surface than people who live in the projects. Because that's what you do when you stay in the projects a lot of times. Not every time, not every project all around America. But that's what my mother would always say when I would leave cigarette butts, and I might leave a beer can or a blunt wrap outside uh, in our driveway where nobody could see it. But she would be like, "Hey, bro, you gotta clean this up. This is not the jacks, bro. This is not the bricks." Or I'll be playing loud music with my shoes off. And she'll be like, "You need to turn that loud music down, bro. This is not the projects, bro. What are you doing?" And when I actually have gone my whole life, seeing, I could see why she would say that. Because a lot of people don't take pride in free things. And these people are exercising the same animalistic, not caring about their environment as people who should or should not care about their survival and their environment because it's not of a high value. And the whole thing is, if you're paying $3,000 for a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom, whatever you're paying that you have to work for, if you're in an advanced stage, you shouldn't be acting like this. You shouldn't be throwing things on the ground and letting your dog piss everywhere and treating this like you got it for free, like it means nothing to you. Because what I would give to be in that environment is a lot. Okay, let's just say that for lack of time, let's just use that a lot, bro. And people are just unappreciative and disgusting in a lot of ways. Not all people. The people who do these things. If you stay where where I work, and you're offended, good. Because I'm not your dad. I'm not supposed to clean up after you. You might say to yourself, that's your job. No, it's not. It's my job to clean up. It's my job to correct accidents. It's my job to bring solutions where the average person can't see a solution. It's my job to give you enlightenment and take action where action is needed. But if you're going to, instead of just standing there and finishing off your coffee real quick, instead of walking and drinking it and throwing it outside your bins, then I look down on you like you look down on me. You think I'm your servant? They're like, oh, you know what? It's fine, just throw it. The little black kid will pick it up. Bro, that's the horrible mentality to have. That's a horrible mentality to have. And a lot of these people are racist. They have homosexual friends that could possibly destroy somebody's life. They have homosexual friends and transsexual friends. Shout out to the LGBT community. I'm not saying anything against it, but the whole thing is, this is an alternative lifestyle. This is something that you have to be taught to accept. This is something that most people go against. But I'm black. I've been here forever. Okay? African American genetics have been here longer than homosexuality. But you accept these people before you accept me. So you would rather be friends with a homosexual or a transsexual or a bisexual or somebody that's queer or a lesbian before a black person? You're supposed to be open-minded, but you're a racist? You would rather be friends with somebody that's a homosexual than a black person. That's highly offensive. And again, like, I'm not saying anything against it, but that's a little backwards. That's a lot backwards. That's backwards. Just like I see racist gay people, racist lesbians, you want me to accept you doing something that, you know what, I'm not even gonna go down that road. I'm not gonna go down, because to be honest, if I truly express how I would express, if I could really, really break it down, the wrong person or the right person might interpret what I have to say as disrespectful. I mean no disrespect towards anybody's sexuality. I'm simply saying that if you could be open-minded to somebody who opens their booty for another man, then you should be able to accept a black person that's just trying to feed his family, that's just trying to make your environment a safer, cleaner environment. And no, you don't have to say what's up to me. You don't have to acknowledge me. You don't have to ask me about my day, learn my name, look me in my eye, take your face out your fucking phone. You don't have to do any of that. Just know that what you have worked for means nothing if this is how you act. Your parents did whatever they did to put you in position, or you might not even have parents. Life, God, science, whatever it is. What they did for you, it means nothing. And I want you guys to know that money does not give you the license to be an asshole. Nothing does. Nothing does. You might be having a bad day. You might be having a bad life. But at the end of the day, that's your emotions. That's your feelings. Keep that to yourself. Because in the right environment, which is what you paid for, in the right environment, you wouldn't feel comfortable making other people feel uncomfortable. I'll just leave it at that. But it is what it is. Make sure you guys, when you get that milli or that whatever amount of money that you aspire to get, don't forget your manners. Don't forget your manners. Don't be fucking rude, because everybody's not as nice as me. Everybody is not on the clock. And it is what it is, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang. We the bang together, man. Get your money. Don't let the money get you. Peace.